Hey, so a lot of people have been asking for a review, and I'm not 100% confident that I'm ready for it yet, but so a lot of people have written to me, so I'm gonna do it. So I got the machine from Nippy with customs and transactions and all that. It's about what was it, $2,500, I think, about that amount. So getting it because it's cheaper than a regular Skyver, you shouldn't. But getting it because it's easy to move around, like you can lift it easily, that would be a good thing. It's easy to lift. It's all the parts are new. A lot of parts are the same as a regular Skyver. So, for example, all this, it's 100% the same. These screws are the same as a normal Skyver. This thing. So a lot of the parts are the same. The main reason I got it, other than the size of it, is because it's digital. And I like digital. I had a job as a technician, so being able to fix it myself is a big thing. And being able to software update it. So if you look under the hood, I'm not gonna pull this off right now. Well, I could. Maybe. I can't. I'm gonna do that another time. But looking under the hood, all the solderings are top notch. I mean, sometimes when you see digital product from China, the solderings and the wirings are, oh Jesus. So, for example, looking at my stamping China machine, yeah, you can see it here. It's horrible. I mean, it works, but how they made it work, I don't know. So this is really good engineering. Also, if you look at the inside here, there's a motor housing, and all that stuff are easy pull out. And so if a motor runs out or gets destroyed, you can just pop it out and change the motor. And the same with the blade. And to me that's huge, because a regular Skyver I wouldn't be able to. Like, well, I might, but it would be hard for me, because it's a lot different. So this is purely digital, and I like that. Also, if you pop under the hood, there's I don't know what it's called in English, but there's a chip that you can reprogram and you can pull it out. So if you are into that sort of thing, you would be able to adjust speeds and stuff like that. I'm not doing that. So I got it with a foot pedal. So right now I'm able to press what I do in my hands, and that's nice. I had a little trouble getting when I got the machine, and that was an easy fix thanks to Philip Dury of Leather Class Math Class. So he figured it out for me. But this thing had moved a tiny bit under the transport, or they didn't test it, I don't know. So so the blade and the presser foot was out of alignment and it wouldn't skive. But now it skives and it does it. So and there's a bin here. So that was a big deal for me. A lot of Skyvers you have to have a vacuum cleaner or something like this. This machine puts it all in the bin. And that's a plus for me. So getting on to the skiving. I haven't done a ton of skiving on it yet. I've been working a summer job, so I didn't have the time. So there's a couple of things I'm not totally getting used to. Here's some Vegetan, and you can see you'll get these marks. So if I just run it through, that might be... It does the skive really nice, but it also leaves marks. And I don't know yet if it's, you just have to use it a lot, or if my Skype is too, you can see that's That's like a 80% skive, so maybe that's the problem. I don't know yet. I haven't been using it that much, but yeah. In the manual it says, oh, on the presser foot you can coat it with Teflon tape, and there's no marks. I don't know if that is true yet. I haven't tried it. I have ordered Teflon tape, so it's on the way. You can see it's real shiny in it. Yeah, so that's a foot that comes with the machine. Doing a softer leather is a lot easier. Might be going too fast there. Oh, that's not the best guy. So I'm just gonna put it in there. Good. So there you will have no marks. That's just due to the leather being soft. And that works wonderfully. So the machine is good for that. I'm still struggling with the Regitan. I don't know if I'm just taking too deep of a skive, maybe. See, that's a tiny skive. That's almost nothing. You can see it here, and there's still some marks. So I'm figuring out that. So if you have any questions or you want to look under the hood, just write to me and I'll make a new video. The machine runs on these blades and not a bell skiver, and that's quite cool. So you can easily pop it off and put a new knife in. The knives are fairly expensive. I don't know how long they keep sharp for. I had resharpened mine. It says in the manual you shouldn't do that, but I just put it in that thing and run it on the strop. And that took care of the edge. So I don't know how long a knife would last. You can turn it over, so you're not doing 4 centimeter skives. So this part of the knife wouldn't dull as easily. So you can just pop it off and turn the knife over. I think 6 knives are like $50 maybe. So they are made in Japan, so the price is quite steep. I just resharpened mine. Another thing is that while the machine is running, or when it's not running, you can't put the finger in. So even how you do this, you can't put the finger, you can't cut yourself. That's a huge plus for me, because I have a kid and he's 8 and he likes to poke his things in the thing. He loves it. And that's not gonna be a problem here. Well, it might, but he can't cut himself, so you can't get your thing in. Well, you could if you were to dismantle all this and run it and put your thing in, if you really wanted to, but skiving, you wouldn't be able to put your thing in. So that's my mini review. The guys at Nippy are cool. If you write them, they'll write back. All the questions I had were answered. You get a manual with it, and it's in English, so it's fairly translated. So a lot of the words, like there's a part where it says, please only use the machine underwater. I don't know the translation from Japanese, but I couldn't imagine using this underwater. So also, while I'm with it, you can specify what outlet you want. Because it's digital, you can choose for minus 230 volts, but you can also choose like 110. I think that's what you use in the States. And things like that. That's kind of neat. Being from the EU, we always have a ground, and the ground is not connected, and that's a thing I have to change, because when you put 250 watts through this thing, you can feel it. So because it isn't connected to ground, when you touch the metal, there's a slight buzz in your finger, I don't like that. So I'll just make something, a lead going over to the ground or something, so it's grounded. Well, I hope my accent didn't get you off. No, not get you off. I hope my accent didn't repulse you that much. I'm from Denmark, and our accent is notoriously horrible. But here you go. And if you have questions, just answer me. I'll make a video or just answer them as best as I can.